Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. All right, Scorpio, I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. So we are going to look at our abundance, our money, our coins, but we got to start this reading by asking yourself, why am I so rich? Because the key to manifesting is believing you already have it. And in essence, you do. Take some time, look around the space that you are in, adjust your frequency, and feel blessed. Have gratitude. And really just, the very first card that comes out is number 37. 7 plus 3 equals 10. So in numerology, we're going to reduce a double digit to a singular digit. 1 is the beginning of something new, where 0 is the cosmic womb, limitless potential. And this reads, the magician's sword. Have confidence in your magic, Scorpio. Have confidence in your ability to create and be and feel abundant, right? You are the creator. Your mind and your focus and your energy is how you create the environment that you are in. So if you are feeling stuck in the creative, if you're feeling lackluster, if you're feeling like you just can't get ahead, adjust your frequency. What are you thinking about? What are you attracting, right? Can you change the colors you're wearing, right? Green nail polish. I am attracting abundance, bright, vibrant colors. I'm youthful energy. I attract forward-thinking things. So what is it that you're looking to attract? What are you feeling energetically? And how can you get more of it? So this reads, shedding. What are you starting to outgrow in your work situation? You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and medicine. And Scorpio, this may be very true for you. We're the type of sign that we're very deep, we're philosophical, introspective. We spend a lot of time in contemplative thinking, right? Well, that was redundant, but we spend a lot of time thinking. And so does the environment that you use to create your abundance support your mental creativity? This reads ending. Wow. So we have here the number 10 when we start off, which is an ending, basically with a new beginning. Then it's followed by shedding. And now we have here ending. Wow, Scorpio. Let's see. You may leave a position or be terminated. However, there's always a new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. So there's a lot here about having confidence and taking that leap of faith. Have confidence in yourself, in your creation, in what you're building. We have more tools at our fingertips than we've ever had in order to get what you want produced into manifest form, right? So in other words, if you want it, start building the thing, right? Really start doing it. We've been talking about this for a while, but with slow down. With Venus retrograde happening until April 12th, and then we are entering Mercury retrograde, right, mid-month. So it depends. It might already be by the time you're watching this. Things to consider is that you are looking for things to bring you joy. You want what you do day in and day out to matter in the universe, right? Scorpio is shifting frequencies, shifting energetically, right? Clocking in and clocking out isn't really working for you, and it never has. It was a means to an end. But are you putting forward what really matters in your life? Are you putting the energy into that and what's important for you? So there's a lot of introspection happening this month, right? Right now we're in mid-March, and there's a lot happening. I've got endings, sheddings, having confidence in yourself, and this reads opportunity. Now, anytime that something new must begin in your life, it's because something else has ended. So again, we are going to go back to that gratitude piece in the beginning. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like, God, I just can't believe this job isn't going the way I want, my channel's not taking off the way I want, what small step can you take in the direction that feeds your soul? Because that energy, that vibe that you emit is what you attract. And I know that some people want to, really come down on me for being positive and saying, Stasi, that's not realistic. I can't just make money come out of nowhere. No, but it starts with how you feel about money, the stories you tell yourself about money, the stories you tell yourself about how you earn abundance, right? Because is money really the only currency that we have available to us? It isn't. It's about your energy, right? Can you be happy exactly how you are and attract more of that? And that in turn brings you the monetary wealth if that's actually what you need. So this reads opportunity. Doors are opening up for you. You have a chance to change jobs, start a business, or invest in a new venture. Just do it. Guys, I don't know. You're going to have to comment below because this was requested by several of you all, right? And by the way, if you are looking for a personal reading, you can head over to my website at starswithstasi.com. But if there's a reading that you want to see, a particular subject, while I do tend to stay away from politics, right, and the world stage, there are many channels that are better served for that. If there's something spiritual, something uplifting, a question you have about your finances, relationship in general that I can, read for all, put it in the comments below. And also, if you stay long enough, just a little bit longer, at the end of this, I'm going to tell you how you can win a reading at the end of this reading. All right, so here we go. Opportunity, endings, and sheddings. So these are really calling us to revise our script. Let's see further. Let's go ahead and clarify. Now, what is the current energy surrounding Scorpio's finances and abundance, Spirit? What is the current energy surrounding Scorpio and their finances? I see Queen of Swords. Now, I've talked a lot about the Queen of Swords being the archetype for 2025. Innovation, clarity, truth. Only accepting what serves you and your betterment, and everything else has no business in your life, right? Everything else can just stay over there. Other people's thoughts, opinions, their business. Your thoughts, your opinions, your business. And I think that becomes super clear as the year progresses, right? Because what's true for you may not be true for someone else. And so letting go of the control of other people's thoughts and ideas, I guess it works both ways. You save up a lot of energy by just releasing the idea that you can make this job that you don't like work for you. Maybe you can't, right? It's somebody else's vision that you're building. If you're looking to have an environment where you have control and you have a say and you are heard and respected and all of the things, you may need to build that yourself, right? You may really just need to build that yourself. I have here another 10, the 10 of Wands. And this is the end of a difficult road. You've been working very, very hard, right? So this is where you are in this energy of just exhaustion, but also knowing that if you just push a little bit more, you're going to reach your home, because this person is headed home, right? So I'm trying to point here. You can see there's like a castle back here, and then this person has the 10 staves that they're carrying. And this is indicative of the harvest they've been planting all year, but that's hard work. And there's an exhaustion now of like, you've gathered everything you've put out into the universe, and now you're going to go home and you're going to take a rest and you're going to revise the plan. And it's very possible that this month you're revisiting that business, that creation, that thing that brings you joy, and you're going to re-enliven it. This is about resuscitating, refurbishing a plan that was meant for you to begin with, but like life got in the way, right? That's the best thing I can say. And I talked about that in last week's video, which is currently for this week's energy. So make sure to catch that if you haven't already. Let's keep going. Tell me more about what opportunities lie ahead for Scorpio financially, because we have, wow, Scorpio. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. Guys, before I get excited, if you're new to my channel, welcome, right? Don't get distracted by all of the excitement here. I really do feel this energy. So, and what else is back here? Oh, yes. Wait a second. This is amazing. I've got Temperance with the Star card. So you guys who have been with me for a while, by the way, thank you for your time, energy, and comments. I appreciate you. I do my ritual work in the mornings and I meditate a few times a day just to ground myself. And before I came online to do this, the Queen of Swords popped up downstairs, and I also had Temperance and the Star card. Different set of cards. Those are my personal cards for my ritual work. So when I come up here and I'm seeing the same thing reflected, this is confirmation from the universe that, listen, you will get what you want in life, but it is about small, intentional, incremental steps in the right direction. And you've got to focus on what your body is telling you. Believe it or not, the best determination of your financial success is not by the numbers in your bank account, right? That is not a reflection. That is not an accurate reflection if you are on the right path in life. It is how you feel here, right? In your heart. It is how you feel in your gut. It is what your mind, the stories that your mind is telling you in the background as you produce to make this income. Do you feel good? Do you feel satisfied? Do you feel accomplished? Or do you feel 10 of Wands, tired, worn down? Do you have the energy to make it one more day through that threshold of the front door? So here we've got Temperance and the Star card. These are major arcana, major life lessons. This is about you personally, whereas the minor arcana is going to be everyday situations, life lessons. For example, this is an everyday situation. This is what's happening in your world here in the 3D. This is what's happening in your world here in the 3D. Clarity, innovation, ideas, discernment. Exhaustion with hope, knowing that you've put energy into the right things over the year and that now you can rest, right? Now you can really start to build that vision because you've done the work, incrementally so. And now we've got Temperance and the Star card. Star card's Aquarius energy, Temperance is Sagittarius energy. Here, I want to bring you back to the Healing card where it reads, you work well in healing and medicine. Healing comes in all forms. This does not mean that you go to medical school, right? Traditional medical school, or it could. You could be a nurse. You could be a doctor. You could be a healer spiritually. You could be a number of things because we are all this. All of us are this. But it's a matter of, is it your calling and what are you doing about it? So the Star card says, well, first of all, the Temperance, right? Sagittarius energy is about alchemizing the stories you tell yourself, healing. This is about getting your mindset correct. This is also about potentially going into the healing business, right? This could be about you doing something in that. And the Star card, you become absolutely sought after. This is potentially stardom, right? Even though the celebrity culture and mindset will definitely be fading as we progress, this, I would say, is about you being influential. Think about it that way. About you having status in whatever it is that you master, whatever it is that you do for your abundance. I would say also there's a big period of being uncomfortable and vulnerable, and birthing pains happen as you revisit this passion project or you revisit what truly brings you joy and how you can monetize off that. There is this call here to help others, but you do that through healing yourself and helping yourself. And I think that's where a lot of healers get exhausted, especially when we first wake up, so to speak, right? You can feel other people's energy. You can feel what's happening around you and you want to help. But the best way to help another human, right, in any form or fashion is to keep your oxygen mask on first. Talk the talk. What is it? Walk the walk, talk the talk, right? Like live how you, like be about what you think about, for real. So if you're going to be a person that's going to be giving spiritual advice, then you need to be taking your own spiritual advice. Does that make sense? If you're going to be an artist in the world, then you need to be expressive, which requires a high level of vulnerability. Right? So in anything that you do where you're sharing with others, you must be very honest and raw in yourself. And that is an honorable thing to do. And what ultimately happens is that we have been suppressed generationally so, right, over time, to be told to dim your light. And I say shine brightly, because the weirdos of the world in Pluto and Aquarium rise up. Did I say Pluto and Aquarium? I did. And you know what? I'm not going to re-record this. So if you're thinking about opening up a fish store, do it. Pluto in Aquarius as well. If you're new here, I'm neurodivergent, and I'm not going to apologize for that. So Pluto in Aquarium is what we have right now. So the Star card, the Temperance, I love this for us. This says reach up to your ultimate, like, dream big, because you are going to manifest that. Don't hesitate to start this new thing. And this is a big deal. So if you're looking to create a new stream of income for yourself, I would say that this is all system go. Now, if you're looking about investments and things like that, we're going to dig into that just a little bit more. So let's keep going. I did see the 10 of Cups at the bottom of this deck, and I feel like I just want to point out that Scorpios are going to be refocusing their energy, again, not only on themselves, but on their very small circle. Right. And, you know, we all have like a couple of people that we only give half the side eye to. I don't know that too many of us have anybody that we truly, truly trust. But, and again, that's just the way we are. But again, another 10, we've got 10 of Wands here, and with the 10 of Cups. So very different energies. And that is brought together by the Alchemist. Spirit saying, like, look, in your finances, in your creation, in your abundance, you're going to feel discomfort when you grow, and you're going to feel discomfort when you change and when you shift. And it's all about maintaining a frequency of gratitude no matter what's happening around you, so that you can always stay more aligned with the middle path, is the best way I can put that. So, you know, let's keep going a little bit. Hold on 1 second. What advice do we have for Scorpio with the opportunities ahead? Because the opportunities ahead are abundant. This clearly says, focus on healing yourself, you will heal others. Focus on shining brightly. That's the best thing I can say. Like, focus on speaking it, living it, doing it, sharing it. Because if you're being held back, if you're hitting a glass ceiling in wherever it is that you are creating, that is a message that you need to have confidence. We're going to go back here. This is what the third 10 in your reading. You need to have confidence in yourself and know that you are the creator. You are the one that has experienced this life that you're sharing about. And so this is star quality type situation. I've got the Queen of Wands coming through. This is a time where you will get your wishes. We go back to the Star card. You will get your wishes. You will get what you want. You have to ask for it. You have to create it. You have to breathe it into speak it into existence. I'm also hearing that a tough conversation comes as you, I guess, maybe speak about it with others. Perhaps you have to have a difficult conversation with a parent if they are funding your college and you want to make a different path for yourself. Or you may have, actually, yeah, something like that's going to happen. We have the Moon card here. So Scorpio, take it or leave it, but you could be having the tough conversation with someone about something that's on your mind, or vice versa. And there's like untapped resources, untapped energy, untapped abilities here that are going to surface for you. That's interesting. One moment. Tell me more about I've got the Four of Pentacles. Be resourceful for the next 2 to 3 weeks. You may have some unexpected, this is what's coming through. You may have some unexpected bills in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I would even say as far as mid-April, because I keep seeing the number 4. So I would say you may have some unexpected out in between now and April, and I feel like unexpected in as well. And it might even be a wash. So, but at the end of it, it's just, well, it was the Four of Pentacles, but the Queen of Wands says, yeah, you will get your way here. Three of Pentacles comes out. Okay, so let's go back. With your resources for the next few weeks, there is a lot of money out and a lot of money in. That's what I'm picking up. So this is not a great time to be splurging on extras. If you need to be persuasive because you are having a difficult conversation, I'm picking up that it would be an amazing idea to have a third party assist in this conversation or just be present, a neutral party. So a sister, a brother, a friend, a hired human, right? Like a therapist, whatever it is. But there is something here about somebody being able to navigate a difficult situation because a third party is present. And then for some of you, you will be going into actually, I have to say this. Some of you are having a lot of hesitation about starting a class or like teaching something or opening up something, enrolling in something. That's what I'm picking up. And there's hesitation here over financing with it. And I have to say this is very specific, but I feel like this could apply for many people. If you're having a financial barrier to something that you are wanting to do, right? Because you are putting out too much money with healthcare, you're putting out too much money with fill in the blank. I want you to use the resources of open technology to look for hidden scholarships, to look for hidden grants, to look for things that are not as popular that are out there. Where are you spending a lot of money, and can you stop the bleed by getting those big ticket items covered by some sort of program that exists? And you'll be surprised. I recently went through an audit of just where I was maybe putting more money out than necessary. And I did exactly that. And the savings were unbelievable, the things that are available out there. So that's coming through very strongly. It's not necessarily about changing the way you live your life. It is about changing, but it's not about constricting. It's about being more abundant with more tools and a better mindset, right? It's like think outside of the box, because what we have access to now is greater than ever before. And you have to understand that still our perspective hasn't caught up to what we have available. So often we stop ourselves. We Eight of Swords. We say, "Oh, I can't. There's no money. That's too expensive. There couldn't possibly be enough time." Yet the cards are saying, and my intuition is telling me, there is enough time. There is a pattern here for you to follow, and it's about trusting yourself, shedding what doesn't serve you. Literally, it couldn't be any more clear. Understanding how much work you've put into this year already, and I'm talking about the last 12 months. How much you've healed, how much you really stand out above others. You're a master in your field, and you need to have more confidence in that. Don't let perfection be the enemy of progress. Be careful with your resources for the next few weeks. Big money in, big money out. It's going to be a lot of more even stuff, right? I see the groundwork for expansion being laid March, April, and expansion happening like June, right? Like that's where you really start to see like big movements. So the foundation, 9 of Pentacles. Look at all this yellow. Look at all the hope, the abundance. This is also, and I say it a lot, okay. 9 of Pentacles is coming through with the World card. This is confirmation after confirmation that a certain paradigm is shifting in your life to provide you more of what you need. But the advice from the universe is once you get it, you have to be resourceful. You have to understand what these coins are all about. You have to understand how to manage your money, understand the energetics of what you've just attracted. Because sometimes when you attract something, you're like surprised. You don't even know. You're like, oh my gosh, what do I do with this? Well, for starters, you have to have a balance where you get the bigger cut of the pie. So we've got a 60-30 split here in this Nine of Pentacles. And that 30%, that could be energy you expel for future projects, your family, your friends, travel, right? That could be where you might have some resources that you invest in things. But this 60%, those are the things that you save for yourself that affect you and your home day to day. This might be your passion project, your business. This might be the way the clothes you wear, the home you live in, right? Your groceries. Like, these are your items at home every day that you need. And then 30% might be of what you splurge, right? There's something about here, management of wealth is going to be important moving forward because you're going to have more than you expected. There's a huge shift happening here for the collective. This World card says times are changing and there's a completion of a cycle here, which astrologically is 100% correct. We go from that Saturn energy of just being, and Capricorn energy of just being, stuck in it. I keep hearing, and this is no shade to anybody of a certain age because I am of a certain age, okay? So I'm just saying, like, this is like the old head mentality, like, get off my lawn, like that, that mentality of like, you have the right to dictate to somebody else what to do and how to be. Like, the days of audacity are being shut down. That's the way I put it. The days of audacity. I mean, I don't think people really understand, including myself, how much we think we're entitled to opine on other people's lives. So I feel like that's all shutting down, and a new world comes forward where it's okay to be about you. It's okay to create and be different and not follow the same pattern everyone else has been programmed to. Because when we shed that, we all have special gifts and abilities and a blueprint that we are going to need to follow. This is very encouraging because we go from all of these endings and changes and shifts, and a lot of it's mental. So people always say, like, Stasi, how do we know when we're there? Well, you're not going anywhere. It's an internal shift. It's a shift of perspective. It's a shift of enlightenment. It's a shift of power where you take it back and you say, I am done living in a way that's been programmed and been put upon me by someone else and someone else's vision. And there's a shedding here where you are breaking out of that mold. It's a rebirthing period and just a strong one. Guys, I couldn't make this up. The Empress card with the King of Swords. And that's it. The Empress, if downstairs where I practice, where I ritual, I have a huge whiteboard where my vision plan is, and the cards that I've been working with are the Empress and the Queen of Swords, and they are both here again. And this is just confirmation when it comes to whatever you're building in your life, wherever it is that you're looking to be fertile, whether it's family, resources, happiness, and hopefully it's all of those things, because you don't have to pick. And that's the truth, Scorpio, you can have it all. It's just a matter of, can you balance all those plates, right? You can have it all. You can be happy and you can have, resources and your soul tribe, and you can have all the things, but you've got to get rid of anything that stands in the way of that, or else you'll always be pulled back to that energy. And that's where people have a tough time. So discernment is going to be your key to this Empress lifestyle. Right? Are you building a business and someone makes fun of you? They got to go. Are you looking at changing your style completely and people around you are jealous? They have to go, right? You don't have to do anything. You just got to stop putting energy on those things, those people's thoughts. And you have to have confidence in your magic, confidence in how you shine, right? People have plenty of things to say about what I do, especially because of my age. They think, oh, look at you. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't care. I do me. I've been doing this since before you were born. And that kind of energy needs to be heard, right? Have confidence in who you are. Don't let anyone tell you anything. Now, if somebody's looking to share with you a perspective, that you can listen to, because that may very well be what you need to change a perspective. But don't allow anyone to dictate to you, right? This is your path ahead. So the Queen of Swords comes through and says clarity. Keep your head above the BS that's out there, because it will always be out there for you, right? If you've got drama at work and it doesn't feel good, that drama is showing up because you don't belong there anymore. If you've got people jealous because you are reaching your goals, then that's a clear indicator. That is the universe showing you don't need them in your life anymore, right? To be abundant, to be fertile in whatever it is that you're doing, cut out the BS. Also, if you are a family who is looking to get pregnant, I want to point out that this is also telling me that there are certain stressors. If you're having a block, there is a lot of stressors potentially that you're putting on this situation. And it's not like you are doing it and you're at fault. Take that out of the picture, okay? Mom, dad, whoever. This is a matter of changing things permanently to invite something new and beautiful into your life. Take away the stress. Reframe your energy around your creation. Congratulations. I feel that there's a big push for Scorpios and pregnancy in the next, actually all of March. And I've already gotten a few people letting me know that that has been true for them. So congratulations. But in terms of money, let's go back to that. A clear vision, methodical steps forward, knowing immediately when something doesn't belong to you, and just allowing people to live their life, recalling your energy, that's going to bring you a lot of success. But Scorpio, right now, comment below if you're feeling the strain, if you're feeling like, man, I really got to make a change. This is why. And we're also in eclipse season, all the things. So if you're feeling this, know that at the end of this discomfort, it really is just a matter of you recalibrating your finances, learning about the new financial opportunities here. It's available to you. So, all right, Scorpio, we're going to get into our shadow work and what we can manifest. But before you go anywhere, I want you to comment below. This is what we're going to do. So I want to give a shout out to all of the people that are always here, hyping me up and coming each week. And I appreciate you. So I'm thinking that what we're going to do is, if you comment below, love is the law. Love is the law, right? Love is the law. Comment below. The next reading, at the end of my reading, I will do a reading for you. So love is the law. Comment below, and I will do a reading for you at the end of the next one. And we're going to do that each time. I want to make sure to engage. I know everyone in this community, the Stasi community, I built it from scratch. So I read all of the comments. I try to respond to each and every one of them. And I think so far I have. So again, love is the law. And I will pick your name from the bottom and I'll read you at the end of the next week's reading. So hit your notification bell, like, share, subscribe, and it could be you. All right. So I've seen some other readers do that, and I love that. I think it's a great way to connect and get to know everyone. I love it. All right. So also, let's look at our shadow work, guys. When it comes to our finances, our abundance, our creations, what does Scorpio need to release? We have all of this shedding and the tens and the endings with new beginnings. So what is it that we're releasing? What's that shadow work, Spirit? What is it? Show me. What does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know? Number 17. Interesting, because number 17 is star card, Aquarius energy. This reads true self and the pseudo self. True self and the pseudo self. Step into your authentic self. That's the best thing that I can say with this. So your truth self and your pseudo self. This is interesting. Scorpio, if you are in a position where you can't really be your weird, quirky self because you are in a very conservative environment, or vice versa. Maybe you're, you don't feel quite right and you have to mask every time you walk out the door. You have to mask when you're around certain family members. You feel like you need to mask when you are on social media, whatever it is. This is saying, what people are going to want is your true self, your authentic self. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. That's what humans do, not so much the bots, right? If you speak out of turn, you spoke out of turn. We all do it. It's all right. You can move past it. You were too emotional, not emotional enough. Whatever it is, stop beating yourself up. Because if you're not winning, you're learning. And that's it. If you aren't winning, you're learning. It doesn't stop tomorrow just because you had a bad day today, right? And by the way, it doesn't have to be a bad day. It can be a bad moment in time, if you believe in time. It could be a bad moment, period. And then you move past it. The holding on to everything all the time is not helpful. So this is saying, who are you truly? How can you share more of that? How can you allow others to be their true, authentic self as well around you? How can you step into more of that energy, again, of just authenticity? When we look at the star card, and let me cover her for the algorithm, but when we look at the star card and we look at the vulnerability there, that's what's healing. It's letting down the mask. That's what's going to bring you your abundance. The more authentic you can be when you create, when you produce, the more you're going to attract an abundant lifestyle. And that is a real thing. Honestly, there is so much evidence to support that. It's no longer like woo-woo thinking. We are in a quantum reality. There are a million versions of you out there living all kinds of lives. Call in the best of all of it towards you, right? Because you're cycling through each version of yourself anyway. Let that sit in your mind. So the true self versus the pseudo self, the advice here, you want abundance, you want to birth something new into reality. I just saw the magician card coming through as well. So you want to do these things. It's going to happen by being authentic, shedding what doesn't serve you, having discernment, believing that you are worthy of it. Remember, love is the law. Put that in the comments below. And at the end of our next reading, our next financial reading, I will come back and do one for you. All right. What can Scorpio manifest? So much. Everything. One moment. Well, what's funny is I'm going to take this one because it's exactly what we've been talking about. It says feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. Scorpio, you really do have everything you need. Believe me when I tell you that. And I'm saying that from someone who has had more difficult life experiences than I would like to remember or share. But it is part of my truth. It is part of what I had lived. It taught me to be grateful. It taught me to be humble, and it taught me to be authentic. And that type of energy, right? That type of just pride in yourself for how far you've come will bring you far more of what will serve you than anything you thought you needed, right? We are limited by a very narrow perception of experiences that we've had and what we see available to us in our catalog of life. Divinity can see everything, right? Everywhere, all at once. Open source divinity. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just everything, everywhere, all at once. So sometimes don't be so stubborn. Don't be so convinced that the path that you are on is meant for you, but the universe is giving you all of the indicators that you need to make a change. Pay attention to what the universe is saying. Pay attention to how you feel. Take that leap when that vibrates within you. Investigate what's different. Again, feeling good will bring me far more than what I thought I needed. Our perspective of what we need and what we want are limited to our experiences. So don't cap what you put out into the universe. Remember, open-ended. I'm abundant. I'm ready. Why am I so rich? Challenge the universe. Why am I so rich? Why does money flow to me effortlessly all of the time? And what do you do to convince yourself of that? I say this to myself on a consistent basis. I have visual cues throughout my house that support the thought that I am abundant, that I am wealthy, I am rich. I mean, money loves me. Have I always felt that way? I've always wanted to feel that way. Do I feel that way now? Yes, because it's true. And so I challenge you to take those progressive steps towards your abundance, and it starts with your mindset. Comment below, love is the law, and get your reading next time. Guys, thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, subscribes. Remember that we are all stars in the sky with feet on the ground, and we're doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. Scorpio, as always, I close with this prayer that may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. And until next time, shine brightly, Scorpio. Have a great week ahead.